Hey there, wild ones. Cat here. I hope you're having a fabulous morning, evening, and night, wherever you are in the world. Hope that life is treating you well. We have a special, message coming through here for you today. So let's go ahead and jump right on in and see what the message is for you. It's this one. Notice how these two are almost the same, and then you take this one off, a little bit different, and that one is almost the same as well, but this is the one that was indicated for you for this message. So let's go ahead and see what this is. This are two sons from heaven. Could be your ancestors, your loved ones that have already maybe passed over. It could be your angels, your guides. It could be spirit, right? It is a message that is meant to be heard. It could be just by one of you, but let's go ahead and jump in and see what it is. It says, Dearest you, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful. Praise things before they manifest. Did you hear that? Praise things before they manifest. Okay. A lot of times, I'm going to go into this just for a second. A lot of times we think that things have to show up before we can be happy or grateful for them. But sometimes things don't show up because we're not happy or grateful for them. So take that into consideration. Okay. Let's see. I'll read that again. Be grateful. Praise things before they manifest and always ask for the highest good. And I'm going to add for the highest good of all in there. Okay. When you plead and beg, you will bring. Let me read that again. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. That's just what we kind of basically just talked about before it even came through. Be grateful for the unseen, for what you have, for what you will have. Okay, for the things that are unseen, because again, when you are grateful for them, when they are unseen, they become seen. When you are ungrateful because they are unseen, they will remain unseen. Okay, it just, it's almost that cause and effect energy, because if you are pleading and begging and like, where is it, always looking for it, where is it, where is it, where is it, guess what, you're going to continue to plead and beg and continue to look for it, because you're not being grateful for it and for what is currently there. You're looking for what isn't. You're in a lack mindset instead of an abundance and overflow mindset, and that is going to bite you in the bum. Okay. All right. You will always be pleading and begging. Instead, offer your prayers as sacred gifts, as a testament to your faith in a higher power. A higher power can be you as well. It could be your own inner higher power that manifests and calls it in, depending on where you fall or what you believe in. It's all good. It doesn't, right? It's all good. Open up and let spirit move through you and comfort you. Add meditation as a way to become empty, so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. Meditation, I don't know, you probably know about meditation. It's like widespread, lots of information on it, but one of the forms of meditation is to just be able to be still and quiet. It can take a lot of practice. It can take a lot of patience. Okay, and within that patience and that practice, we are learning. Okay, so in this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all of life. So for the highest good of all. See, sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. So this is when unexpected things happen. When it's like you're praying for something, but the universe is like, "Oh yeah, you know what? I know that's what you want, but I got something even better. I have something that is even more spectacular for you, unexpected." And this is where that surprise will come in, when you're like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. I couldn't have even imagined this before this came true, or this came to fruition for me, before spirit brought this in, before universe brought this in, before, right? It wasn't even on my radar, because sometimes we don't think quite big enough. And I know that sounds wild, that sounds crazy, but sometimes we don't think big enough. We think kind of from a limited space, And or sometimes we can let ourselves believe or get an idea of or hold on to an idea of or get a whisper. Sometimes people will be like, oh, you're being so greedy, oh, you want so much, that kind of thing. And so we limit ourselves. But spirit, universe, divine, your angels, higher power, right, doesn't do that. It's unlimited. It's wide open. Okay, and so they can see things from a much bigger perspective. They can see things in a much more brilliant way. Not that you're not brilliant, because of course you are brilliant, but we limit ourselves. We limit. We get scared to be greedy, or we get scared to take from other people, which you can't. Your piece of the pie, everybody's piece of the pie is the same. It's always huge. Okay, we can have the bigger piece, and as well as everybody else. That's why it is for the of good of both you and all life, for the highest good of all, right? For the highest good of all. There's not taking from another just because you want a little bit bigger piece, okay? And that's something that really needs to come through within this message. That's something that we need to understand. We get to go big, and when we get to go big, and when we do go big, when we let ourselves like get a little even wild and crazy with our ideas and our dreams and our right, then it allows that permission for other people to do the same. Okay. And this is where we have like this big, beautiful, bold, brilliant, bright energy, because we aren't afraid to put ourselves out there and to ask for what it is that we really do want, and or to show up as our authentic selves in that energy of what it is that we really do want. Okay. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. Remember, all is well. Okay? All is well. It is, you are the highest priority. You are the one that is always thought of, cheered on, uplifted, right? You are that dear one. Okay? You are that dear one, and your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you. Okay, so this is a very big message coming through. Make sure that your prayers aren't just this pleading and begging kind of energy, but this energy of thank you. Thank you so much for all the beautiful, wonderful things. I am internally grateful. I have so much joy and so much happiness within me. I'm grateful for everything that I have now and everything that will be. Okay, everything that will be. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for the bright, beautiful sun, the warmth on my skin, that energy of being filled from sometimes the outside in, right, with that sunlight, with that vitamin D coming in, right, and sometimes from the inside out. Okay, I'm so grateful for clean water to drink, for the grass under my feet. Right, there's so much to be grateful for. Okay, look at your everyday everything. How can you shift and be grateful for it? Be in a space of, I am so lucky. I am so grateful. I am so thankful. I am so abundant. I have so much, this overflow around me, right? This kind of goes into that energy of if you have a roof over your head, right? And sometimes we can hear that and be like, oh my gosh. I mean, everybody says that. And what does that really mean? And of course, this and that. But think about it. Some people don't have those things. Okay, so be grateful for what you do have and be in this beautiful space of being like, you know what? Universe, spirit, divine, higher self, angels, surprise me. Show me what you got. I am ready for it to be even bigger and better. I am ready. I am so thankful for everything I have, and I'm ready to really move into and embark upon maybe a new experience, a new journey, right? Whatever it is, surprise me, right? Right here where it says, and your prayers will be answered. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways, right? Like unexpected energy, bigger than you could ever imagine, and not limited, because it's unlimited to be, right? It's unlimited. All is well. Okay, all is well. I hope this reached you in the matter it was meant to. I hope that it came through and spoke to you, and before that falls down, and that it kind of sparked a little piece inside of you to really be able to move back into that wild kind of energy instead of that limited caged energy. Okay, that's what I have. I'll see you in the next reading.